Welcome to a bowl of soup that's so fast it's trans-dimensional. That's right. Welcome to Dude Soup. I'm your host and MC Lawrence Sontag. Got a lot of controversies to talk about this week.
Clutchness.
I'm joined by James Willems. How you doing?
Your resident clutchness,
That's
James
right.
Willems.
Resident. The only person in the world that Games Done Quick aggravates, at least Willems.
I get so mad. They make me so mad.
I love it. Adam, who apparently, I don't know, got sniffed at an anime convention.
I moonlight as a clown.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
And Bruce Green, the most normal human being here.
Hello. How are you?
So, yeah. This is what an accomplishment looks like. This is a man getting Streets 112.
Yeah.
He's fucking pumped.
Man.
I would assume it's because I say my 112. It is. It fucking is.
So we'll get
He
to this
already,
later.
he already knew what it was, though. This is him commentating over a video he already made.
I know, but he's talking about the feelings he was having when he played it.
This is all he has.
I wish we
typing a
could get
story.
him on the podcast.
No.
Maybe we can.
That'd be amazing.
So I have horrible news for you guys. There's been some World Recce set at Game Done's Quick.
Oh, no.
Symphony of the Night, right? Symphony of the Night. I just saw one with Ape Escape just happened.
Or was it?
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Because we got some bombshells for you right now.
Okay.
Boom. Boom.
So real
The
quick.
SGDQ stopwatch is running too slow.
what?
That's right. That's right. They're lying to you.
How do you know that?
Real quick,
somebody
quick,
proof
Lawrence,
right there.
can
Somebody
you
ran a
explain
timer
What,
alongside the stream.
can you explain what Summer Games Done Quick
Yes,
is
I should.
for those
Thank
who
you
don't know?
thank you for reminding me that maybe not our entire audience is as spurgy as I am. Sorry if you are spurgy.
How do you not
know? Yeah. Games Done Quick is a speedrunning marathon. Lasts about a week at a time, 24 hours a day. They have back-to-back speed runs, which is people that play a game to death so fast that they find ways to glitch through it.
Bless you.
hit razor-thin jumps, sub-pixel timings, and it's great.
You don't need to say those things. Just say we
did.
try and beat a game fast.
Made up words.
So yeah, it's just a bunch of people who are very good at video games playing them very quickly. Except this year is a joke and a lie because the timer is too slow. Except they fixed it like 20 minutes ago.
Wait, what do you
So,
mean fixed what?
The timer. It was running too slowly.
Hey
Was
guys.
it running too slow?
Yo.
Omar.
The stream. I'm gonna bring down the stream real quick because
Whoa.
it's like only sending out 700K. So I'm just gonna restart it real quick.
All right.
We only have 700,000 people watching? Is that what that means, Omar?
Shut it down.
All the recordings are still going. If you guys want.
All right, great. Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
We'll just keep rolling then. Yep. If you're watching live, sorry about that.
So are you telling me there's going to be a metal stripping ceremony where they
think there
take
is.
back?
Oh my God.
Yes!
That Symphony of the Night run,
sad.
not
Ape Escape
licensed.
Ape Escape was just earlier though.
Yeah, the issue was still happening during Ape
Wait, so,
Escape.
Lawrence, how?
So
how?
Monkey Ball is the first legit
I think so.
timed one?
How did the clock become too slow?
Let's see.
How is that possible?
They were
it's
investigating.
a clock.
They were investigating last time I
Is
checked
daylight
in.
savings?
It's just some guy going 2, 3.
Let's see here. We confirm the timer is fixed as of the start of Super Monkey Ball. We're going to retime some runs like Soten with physical timers and contact the affected runners directly.
Oh no.
So they're going to roll the tapes back.
I want to know how it got broken.
Yeah,
I
what
don't
is
know.
the source of their timer?
This is a
all
good
this
question.
just to make a quick buck.
Yeah.
No, it's all for charity.
For charity,
Oh,
yeah. I'm going to bring this up to my congressman.
You know, Bruce, I think you're right to question because they haven't said. They haven't said where the problem came from. I think they're protecting something.
Well, it's a good thing I'm going to be filming a documentary about
It's
it.
got to just be a timer app.
Oh,
Yeah.
They must
also,
just have a timer app that's not good. Right? That's it. I mean,
I mean,
that's
like,
got to be it.
How's that possible?
It has one job. To
time.
count.
Yeah, and that's what I hate. My biggest pet peeve is when something has one thing to do and it's bad at it. So
I-
like printers.
Yeah, well, it's not like when the iPhone came out.
did you
I think
print?
it was like the iPhone, and then remember, I think Android had an issue where like the clock was wrong. It was like, interesting. The clock's not right.
My computer clock, like, slows down so much.
Really? Like
Yeah.
wait,
Well,
like a
that's-
timer?
You
or?
probably don't have it synced to the atomic clock because you can
Probably
sync it to
not.
the atomic clock like that. And I assume that that's what they were
Space
doing
station or
here
something.
for Summer Games Done Quick.
One
but
would-
apparently
one would
not.
But I
assume.
can't atomic clock a timer.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like usually you can. There are other ways to sync a timer to an atomic clock.
The
but-
atomic clock sounds like something that it's sort of like the what's it
like-
called, the hatch in Lost, where it's
Oh.
like someone's down there hitting a button, and they're like,
No.
don't upset the atomic clock because once it goes off, we're all
It
fucking
just makes me
dead.
think of like the Cold War clock.
there's
like
it
the
is something.
doomsday
Doomsday clock.
It's something
yeah.
like with like depleted uranium, manages the actual count, and it's one of the most accurate clocks in the world.
This guy
Does
just
anyone worship it?
I mean, I probably Lawrence.
I'm
does.
looking to start a
little
cult, so I need something.
Well, this episode of Bombshells, nonstop Bombshells, is brought to you by two sponsors, Jersey Mike's and Mac Weldon.
Whoa.
You can get 10% off your Jersey Mike's order when you order online using our promo code DUDESOUP. It's 10% off your sandwiches. Just a code for you, Dude Soup.
That's
and
actually pretty good.
They must serve soup, right? Well, anyway, Mac Weldon will also give you 20% off of your order using promo code SOUP. So not only can you get your sandwiches at 10% off, you can get your underwears at 20% off.
Wow.
We're saving you money and bringing you the news.
That's what we do here.
Next
We're
headline.
exposing.
News. Next headline. We're already moving on.
We're
We didn't solve
exposing
anything.
people. We didn't solve anything.
They solved it only because we
Oh,
exposed
he
them.
failed.
You felt the one before. It was pretty great.
I'm still getting red on the stream out.
Good. Great.
Weird.
Well, we're trying. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, sometimes the internet is just garbage, and there's not a whole lot we can do about it. I guess I can tweet about it.
We
but-
do work right next to Spectrum. We can ask
Yeah.
them.
Go over, knock on the door.
Yeah, Omar.
Mr.
If the little thingy's red, that just means that we can't send packets. That's either it could be on our side or their side or somewhere in the middle.
Drama, controversy. That's our
Internet
headline
drama.
for the next
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah, Funhouse can't stream.
Funhouse
drama.
can't stream.
Well, Adam, you said you had some bombshells to drop.
Oh,
about
just a few.
Anime
So
Expo.
we went to Anime Expo this weekend. Lawrence and I.
yeah, except
separately.
we didn't end
of
up
course.
meeting each other.
No, you went to go do the escape room. and we
Yeah,
just went at
Trials of
different times.
Bahamut.
They're like a couple on the outs.
It was a little bit. Yeah, we're fighting. No, I went there because all the Ruby guys were in town. I think they're actually gonna.
They're on the
stop
way.
by. They're on the
Yeah.
way now. They're gonna go say hi. Come say hi, maybe. So I just wanted to stop by. And I've never been to Anime Expo, so I bought a ticket and I just kind of like walked around. Shout out to Lawrence, a guy who not this Lawrence.
Oh yeah, the other Lawrence.
Yeah, there was a
much more
volunteer who
helpful than I
worked
am.
there who got me like around the line. He recognized me, saw that I was having trouble getting a badge, and like he's like, "Oh, come with me. I'll get you to the right place." So thank you, Lawrence.
Special treatment.
Super fan. He was
Must be
awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
Hey, you
It
know,
was.
watch
It
anime?
was.
Yeah.
You just said it
He,
was.
he
watch
thought
anime?
he thought it was Aaron from the Game Grumps, so it was good. It's perfect. But yeah, there was so I didn't know this at Anime Expo. There's a couple there's like the JO tents basically where
What?
you need to be over 18 to go look at the adult
Oh yeah.
material, like the hentai section.
Yep, yep.
Wow.
Wait, are you talking about on the expo
I
floor?
go.
Okay.
It's jail tents.
It's all, yeah, and there's just a lot of guys like kind of creepy, like what's in there, and then one guy was like, yeah, they're not even checking IDs, and there was another guy being like, we're checking IDs, and I was like,
We're
pretty
absolutely
fun.
doing it.
But I was watching a lot of dudes, kind of creepy dudes, a little younger, but they were no joke, like mouth agape, staring at body pillows. Like they're like, yeah, that one looks real fucking. Like they were just like
First
just
time
kind of
I've ever
whispering
seen
like,
something like that.
yeah,
No,
good
it's not.
No, it's not.
yeah.
But it's right
They're
there.
at Anime Expo.
That's the beautiful thing about anime. The magic never stops working.
Do they have body pillows with holes in them?
That's a great
question.
You know,
That is a great question.
They should.
I
I'm
mean,
sure that
you
they
make your
must.
own hole. I
Well, yeah,
think.
you can make your own hole,
Eventually
but then,
you
but
will.
then,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
but
wear
then
it down.
you have to sew something around it so that it doesn't rip more.
I don't think they're for fucking, believe it or not. Because there are
Well, that's
there are
good.
lots of things
Nice,
that made
grind
to be
your
fucked.
junk up
because they don't have
against it.
holes. If you put holes, then they are immediately
was-
become for fucking.
There was some stuff that just rode the line very much on. Is that an underage drawn female? Because it's like it looked like a child.
Oh,
And I
you
was just-
beautiful summer
And then the
child.
artist was sitting there, and he's just like, he wanted to smoke, but he couldn't. And he's indoors, and he's just like, just looked like a very sad Japanese man. That's what he does with his life.
What was the coolest thing that you guys saw?
So okay, I'll say this about Anime Expo. First of all, did you guys read any of the stuff about it? I was like, it's like kind of a fuck up. So
Oh yeah.
Was
I
it
did.
too many people in?
Barbara told me the attendance was close to 130,000, which is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I saw that
It's-
next year they're not going to do as many 4-day badges
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
to try to limit that.
Well, because I got there, apparently the line
The
wrapped.
line was absurd.
I got there and I saw the line. I'm like, this isn't right. So
I didn't
yeah.
seem. It's never been that bad.
Apparently, it was 2 miles long.
Yeah,
It wrapped.
Holy shit.
It was
wrapped
basically
around the
all around
convention.
LA Live.
It ended up going down to where the 110 freeway entrances.
Why?
Which is getting kind of like the homeless territory. Yeah, that was not good. So that was pissing off a lot of people. You have to get in line just to get your badge, then to get inside. And I will say this: if you're going to that convention for one day, it's kind of a ripoff because it was $60 to get in, and all you could really do was buy stuff. There was like nothing there.
There were the JO tents.
Well, there's
didn't
panels
go.
and stuff.
Oh, that's your fault.
They had Dragon
Miles
Ball
and
Fighter
Carrie
Z.
went. They did have Dragon Ball Z.
Fighter Z.
Fighters. The name's weird. They had a lot of Dragon Ball stuff,
lot of
but
Dragon Ball.
yeah. So I mostly. Oh, and a little surprise for you guys. I bought you all gifts.
What?
So that's what I mostly did with my time. Was I walked around the show floor, and I picked everything out for some of you guys. James and Elise have seen some of it. Elise spoiled some of it earlier.
Hey,
Yeah.
You had it all in a see-through
did have
bag.
it.
I know, but Bruce never saw the bag, and then you.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But
and
now
then-
he's excited. What could be?
I'm very excited.
Are you
Yeah, no,
excited? Do you guys
I-
want the stuff now, or should we tease it for later?
Oh, sure, you can give it to us now.
You want it now?
Sure.
Okay,
yes.
I'll get
Go
it.
get it.
Definitely want it.
Oh, you have it right there.
You said
Hey,
you
he
didn't
was
have
ready.
it here when I asked you.
He tricked you. This is why people lie to you.
My first gift.
Holy
This is
shit, that's sexy.
I met an artist named Jet, who's got a show. This is for James.
Whoa.
It's
Both
a
of them?
diva- No.
Oh.
Man.
And since Bruce loves to play Mercy,
Oh,
my
yes.
I got him.
God.
I got him
Look at her
signed.
camel toe.
Yeah,
Man,
Look at her
holy
everything.
cow.
signed by Jet.
Jet
That's not
signed
really
him.
Camel toe.
Yeah.
These
That's
are amazing.
not really a camel toe.
There's
That
no
giant
It's
camel-shaped
not-
toe.
There's no indentation.
Look at those
It's just the seam of her
childbearing hips.
costume.
Pretty magical.
James, show it to the camera.
It's a pubis mons.
Yeah, I don't know if you
Yeah,
can push in on
I
those.
agree, Lawrence.
Vaginal
They
No,
want
we
pooch.
can't. There's nobody there.
Anyway, Jet did some amazing art.
Man,
so-
that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Nice.
Adam.
Incredible.
no
I'm
worries.
old enough to have a.
This is
class.
killer.
Beautiful.
And for
love
the
this.
Sonic lover
My
in the room.
diva has a golden gun.
That's
one's
me.
for you, Lauren.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, it's perfect for the
It's all the
podcast.
Sonics.
And look who signed it.
Is it Sonic?
It's the artist.
Oh, it's not Sonic.
Oh.
Ray Toriyama.
Is
Okay.
it
I think that was his name. Her name. It. But yeah, I don't know if you can read it. I didn't read it.
Ray Tokidoku.
Okay.
I moved too fast to
Yeah.
read.
Can that be seen? Yeah. So I thought that was perfect art.
Beautiful.
That is perfect. Thank
That
you,
is
Adam.
great.
Oh, you-
How did you know I love
Over.
Sonic so much?
You, more.
And because you love Zelda so much,
Oh.
I got you this shirt, Bruce.
Oh,
Right.
that's a shame.
Because I forgot that I
Oh, it's
already,
like-
I already bought you
beautiful.
something.
Oh, she can certify this big guy cooking.
It's beautiful.
and that's everybody.
And then, well, no, there's one left. So, I was about to leave, and I remembered. Oh yeah, Elise also works with us.
I
So I got her this Milady
oh.
Wait, what?
bookmark.
What is that?
It's a body pillow.
It's a tiny body
I
pillow.
thought it was a
Oh,
butt
that's
plug.
awesome.
Oh here, I don't
It's
know.
like
if
a
you,
tampon.
kind of it. Can you zoom in on that, Omar?
No.
Okay.
I
could-
can go hold it up to the camera.
I could totally fit that in
not
my
gonna be lit.
vagina. And I have a
not
small
gonna be lit.
vagina. You guys know that.
There we go.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's not how cameras work. Fortunately.
I think that's everything. Then my garbage or my badge.
Well, thank you,
Oh
Adam.
yeah, and I need to tweet a picture at this individual.
Man,
This is my
Adam,
badge.
you're like Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Oh, well, I wanted to make.
You got bigger quads than I do.
So I was a little disappointed
Little
with
Rose.
Anime Expo in the sense that you were basically paying $60 to go spend another $100.
That's what conventions were.
But
I mean, there,
will-
are, there are panels and events and stuff.
but I didn't get to go to those
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I only went for the one day.
Right,
so
right.
you obviously have to pay more money to go to get more
you
out
gotta
of it.
plan it out too.
Maybe.
That's right.
I'm spoiled by like going to like RTX and PAX and stuff where it's like every day there was something to do.
Yeah.
There's always like there's enough video games and panels and stuff, but oh nice.
Well, I love Anime Expo because my friend Adam goes and gets us presents.
Yeah,
Thank you,
that's
Adam.
great.
Oh, no worries.
Thank
no,
you,
no.
Adam.
I wanted to make it worthwhile. I will say the art was amazing. There was a lot of cool artists. I bought an Evangelion set that this girl did. She was like a Japanese artist, and she sold like a 3-pack. And then I asked her.
yeah.
I asked her to. It was like 3 for $20.
You
and I
tweeted
was-
that out, right?
Yeah, and I was like, "Can you please? Can you sign it?" She looked kind of confused, like, "Oh, you want me to sign?" I'm like, "Yes, you made amazing art. Please sign it." So I'm gonna.
Mishy, mishy.
I don't want that touching my face.
Yeah.
Alright.
I got there, went through the line stuff, had to go directly to my escape experience.
What was that?
I'm still not entirely sure. Because usually escape rooms are like you're in a room, there's puzzles, you open a chest, you get a key, you get out, or
Sure.
whatever.
What
This
was the theme of this one?
It was Final Fantasy 14
Okay.
themed. We had to fight a dragon. So that's cool. Except it was mostly just like riddles and puzzles and I don't know. I mostly just sat there quiet because there aren't a whole lot of times I feel like when kind of like in a games done quick situation where somebody who has a very particular skill set is now in a social setting and is allowed to demonstrate those to all. It tends to be like a train barreling down a track. So I just stood out of the way. I let that train run on through the station multiple times. And they did well.
Did you slay the dragon?
No,
Oh, come on.
we did not. So there were a variety of puzzles. Got pretty far on most of them. Probably a lot better than I would have done if I were trying it myself or anything like that. But the puzzles just got more and more intense as the thing went on. And by the end of it, like you got this piece of string with like markers on it, and you had to use that to like wind your way through a labyrinth to get a secret code to tell that to some dude. Be like, "Hail, adventurer! What is your code to enter the Cave of Wonders?" Like, Boglin? Oh, you said it, sir. Come this way. And they just give you like a piece of paper with like a hint on it. Thanks.
Wow.
So it's cute. Like everyone
That's
was
not
super
really a
dedicated
puzzle
to it.
room though.
No, not really. It was
Huh.
kind of like a communal board game.
So you
Okay.
paid to go to an anime convention
Oh, I paid a lot of money.
to do this escape room?
let me correct you, Bruce.
Okay.
I paid a lot of money to go to the anime convention.
Right.
Because I had to get a badge, and then I paid extra money to go to the escape room.
Which was not.
wasn't part of Anime Expo.
No, it was like outside of it.
It was at another
People are
hotel.
upset with Michael.
I didn't get anything for it either. There was no like
I was gonna say,
participation
yeah.
prize.
At least Michael's gonna take something home.
I did have a really funny moment. So, there is some crossover I noticed with like the Rooster Teeth audience and anime fans.
Of course.
Weird.
There's a little bit. So like, for the most part, I walked the floor and it was fine. No one, like, more people were stopping Barbara because of Ruby, and just she's infinitely more talented and
Pretty.
famous and pretty. Yeah, get a photo with that. But I was walking around and I went to the food truck across the street from the escape room. They had like a little like food line, and I could hear people behind me going, I've seen him before. What is that? Who is he? What is that? And then this girl goes, I think he's the one that farts. And I was like, I'm just laughing. It's just kind of like,
Stream's fixed.
Yeah.
Hey,
thanks.
Good job, Omar.
See, I just drank my boba and ate my poke. well, and then they never said anything. They just walked away.
Oh, why didn't you say I'm the one that farts?
I didn't care. I'm like, I was
Bruce.
I was there as a civilian.
You
I
call
was
them all
just
N-words.
Why we've
photo.
never made like a Bruce Heisenberg "I am the one who farts" shirt?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's about 5 years too late. But
Let's cash in
Let's
on that
cash
Breaking
in on
Bad
that.
audience.
Breaking Wind. Breaking Wind. I am the one who farts.
Elise.
Fuck.
and then
Oh, man.
I did have the worst, I'm not gonna say fan interaction, but like human interaction I've ever had at a convention.
Oh, human in there.
I was walking by and a kid poked me harder than I've ever been poked before.
Where?
Like more,
Where'd he poke you?
like just right in my arm.
Oh, okay.
And it was very annoying. I was just kind of like, what the fuck? And I look at him and he goes, you're from somewhere. And I just looked at him like, okay. And then he was like, I know you from somewhere. And I just went, no, you don't. And I just walked away. I was just like, he crossed the line.
It's just rude.
Yeah. And it was like, first you poked me and then you were a dick.
He did. Yeah.
Well, he was a
know.
dick when he poked you.
Yes.
He started off.
He went further down the rabbit hole of dickitude.
I bet he would apologize. I'm going to put words in his mouth. He'd probably apologize profusely if he knew that.
Maybe.
Probably.
There are
But
certain
it's like,
people-
it's, I don't know. Yeah.
No
go ahead.
offense. This is taken into deep extremes, but Hitler probably didn't realize he was being a dick.
No, he did.
He probably didn't realize he was being a dick. He's
That
like,
did-
well, I gotta save my country. I gotta help my
No.
country,
or
or
he just
whatever.
didn't care. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he didn't care.
Or he was insane.
Yeah.
So
That
it's
kid
not
was-
always about being aware that you're a dick before you do
Oh no,
something
this kid was
dickish.
completely unaware that he was a dick. I don't know. It was a weird thing. I was just there to like just check out the show, and it's like I'm not gonna go up to someone and be like, I make things on the internet. Like,
Yeah.
like just let me
Thank
buy.
you for asking.
Let me
Here,
buy my
let me tell
fucking
you.
body pillow for best friend Elise.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you got to jump the line. So who's the big shot now? I did too. So who cares?
Oh yeah. I mean, a lot of people jumped the line.
You guys had
Apparently
really
that's
cool
fun.
experiences this
Yeah.
weekend.
It was fun. It was
But
really cool.
I went to Monday Night Raw.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
That's
Dan
right.
and I went to Monday Night
yeah.
Raw. That was after the podcast last week.
Last week, yeah.
And that was quite an experience.
Everyone went to the Japan wrestling show this weekend though.
Oh,
You didn't
yeah.
go to that.
I
one.
was not. Lawrence and I tried to get tickets both times they went on sale. We really wanted to go,
I
but
saw
they
Roseanne Barr
they
shrieking at it. It was amazing.
They sold out real
Sandra
fast.
was there.
Front row, goddamn,
front
2
row.
nights in a row.
Front row, Sandra made it?
Yeah.
Wow.
But Monday Night Raw was really cool.
He was really cute when he came home from it.
Yeah.
Because he like kind of like lay down on the bed like this on his elbows,
his little legs
on his
up.
stomach, yeah, and he was like, "You will not believe what happened."
Well,
Monday Night
I
Raw.
got,
And
not
I was
only
like, "Meh,
not only did
feeling."
I have really good seats, Dan and I went. Not only did I have really good seats, and the show was really good, but then afterwards I got to go backstage.
Ooh.
I was invited backstage of Monday Night Raw, but I was told beforehand that the person who was escorting us was like, "It's the end of the show." Most people, like, when they're done, they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna head back to the hotel or whatever and relax." And so it might not be that busy. And I was like, I don't care, whatever. So we go backstage, and then there was still a match going on, because what they do is they'll do the show and then they'll do a dark match, like to give the crowd something to go out excitedly with. And then during the dark match, I basically got to walk out to right next to the stage where the wrestlers come out. Saw Seth Rollins come out to his whole entrance and everything from right on the stage, and then got yelled at by the cameraman because he was like, "You're gonna be on camera. Get out. Get the F out of here."
Or get in the ring.
would've
And you
been
were like,
fun.
okay.
God, yes, breaks his neck.
Went around a corner and then basically did a walk of fame where first person I noticed was Jim Ross. Jim Ross was back there talking to a bunch of people. Like, oh my God, it's Jim Ross. And then I looked to my right and I saw Stephanie McMahon, and then Triple H, and then Bailey, who is like she's a women's division wrestler in Raw right now. She's pretty excellent, so I'm a fan of hers. She had just wrestled in the main event, and then kept going, and I was like, man, I can't believe I saw and then Kurt Angle came out of a doorway right in front of me in like his sweats. He was done for the night, and I was like, oh my God.
Did you get to talk to any of them or like
Oh,
shake
absolutely
hands?
not. Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, you should have.
The only person I spoke to was Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
Who's like major contender champion, former champion and stuff, who finished his match and walked by at the end and told him it was
I like
really
that
good
because
job.
James understands it. He goes, this guy's been working all night.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Who am I
Yeah.
but just another fan?
Yep.
I'm going to, I'll wave,
Yeah.
maybe.
Hey, my experience was being back there.
Good on
and
you.
It was pretty awesome.
I wasn't sure if Brian would introduce you to, who here or there, anybody.
I think he understands
understood.
too. He's
Yeah.
like, there's a bunch of people and they've just finished working,
Right.
and
He's
so
like, I brought the
they're
new
pretty
fuck
busy.
boy.
But I thought I was more interested in how it's done from like the production side of things, because like we've been involved in pretty large productions. But imagine that times 100, 600 people or something, like working all backstage.
Were there any backstage areas that appeared during the show that you like recognized?
Throughout the show there was a scene where Kurt Angle was doing a ball roller because people had to pick a ball to see where
Like a
they were going to
lottery?
be. See
Yeah.
where they were going to be in the women's Raw Battle Royale. And so they were doing it backstage, and he took us into a room that was just a regular dressing room, and he was like, "This is where they filmed all of it. Like they put up
cool.
all the walls. It
Oh,
it
cool.
looked completely different, but they had like built it all inside this tiny little dressing room
Yeah.
and stuff. So, but that's how they keep everything on the road. And he was like, the whole stage. He's like, we're breaking that down tonight, and then we're packing it in trucks, and then we're gonna go hopscotch away because SmackDown was in San Diego, I think, the next night.
Wow.
So that was pretty cool experience.
Man, that's amazing.
Can't wait to be on the show.
Yeah, soon. Just a couple
What
of years.
venue was that at?
Staples Center.
So just full of people?
The way wrestling events work is they only need a portion, so they need to block off. It can't be like a basketball game where everyone's watching all around 360 because they need the stage and they need to use that whole backstage area. So there's basically like a big V cut into one side of the arena that they use for all of their staging and production and everything. And then the rest of it is the crowd and stuff. But man, we had really good seats, but there were some people that were like, their backs were against the wall at the very top of the venue. And I'm like, wow, that must be quite a view.
Awesome.
Well,
Anyway.
James,
Yeah.
I imagine after your night of wrestling, you had a powerful hunger worked up.
Yes.
It's a bit of a segue. Imagine if you had satisfied your hunger by ordering a Jersey Mike's sub online at a discount using our code. That's the best I got right now.
I mean, honestly, that doesn't sound too bad.
All right, well, there you go.
Pretty good, actually.
Jersey Mike's is sponsoring this podcast, and they want you to know that their giant subs have become even more legendary because you can buy them on the internet. They wanted me to throw out my favorite sub. I'm a number 6 kind of guy. Their famous roast beef and provolone. Also, I've learned that provolone has only O's in it, making it the best kind of cheese. But when you order your sub online, Jersey Mike's will give you a 10% discount, so you can stack up your food needs. I'll say that they did send us like a huge sampler so we could get familiar with the product, and it actually ended up saving our asses during the E3 drunk stream because we just had a cardboard box full of sandwiches, which was wonderful. So I'm gonna throw that out there. If you have a party or maybe you're just like hanging out with friends all day, it's actually pretty good idea to just have a little box of sandwiches waiting there for you, so no one has to make the party stop. You can keep watching anime, playing video games, or whatever it is you're doing. And once more, you can get that at a discount by ordering online by using our promo code, which is DudeSoup. So please go to jerseymikes.com and use our promo code DudeSoup. You can get in, get out, and get eating at jerseymikes.com using our promo code DudeSoup. So thank you, Jersey Mike's.
Cool.
Now, I think I've told this story before, but there was a new kid that moved into town when I was going to high school.
Sorry, I really wanted Sonic to pop up because we got some Sonic shit to talk about. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry
okay.
about that.
And his name was Mike, and
Where was he from?
he was from New Jersey.
Oh.
Those are like his two shining attributes. That and he was jacked. He's like a football player and he was huge. But it also happened around the same time as our town got a Jersey Mike's. So everyone was like really suspicious of him. Like that he was like a plant
Who's this
trying to
guy?
do
Yeah.
it.
The
And then
bringer of
unfortunately he passed away in a drunk driving accident.
Whoa.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
Should have had
Wow.
another sandwich.
Let's
was
have more
by far-
Sonic. Let's
by
have
far
some
the
Sonic
most
on there.
This isn't Sonic.
I mean, let's just. But Lawrence wants it. He wants
Yeah,
it.
let's
Let's get it.
let's talk about Sonic. Actually, having seen Freedom Planet, it makes sense to me why this might lead into Sonic now. There's a pink anime girl spinning her tail around and running real fast.
Is that not Sonic?
No.
Freedom Planet.
So I forgot to mention, I told James this already, but when I was looking for gifts, fidget spinners are all over the fucking place
Yeah.
at cons now.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're so damn cool and there's so many.
There's
They're
designs.
so damn
There's like
cool.
Ninja
They are
Stars,
so
Hear
damn
how
cool.
Sharingan.
old or young you sound?
I was doing my Hello Fellow Children voice thing, but they had Genji Ninja Star fidget spinners.
It's kind of cool.
But you have to put it on your index finger and spin it like that.
That's awesome.
Because the thing was so sharp, like it would cut you. And the guy he had one there, and I was trying to keep it like every gift like under $20, just so I wouldn't go completely poor. And I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, how much for that fidget spinner? I figured it'd be like $10, right? And the guy goes, well, that's the last one,
50.
so $35.
That's how much our fidget spinner is.
Is it really $35?
I think it's something like that. It's a lot of money.
That's a crazy.
It's
mark.
too much, yeah.
It's a lot of money for a fidget spinner, but I mean, it was cool, but I was like,
Hey, that's what you pay for quality merch.
I was between Genji
Doesn't
and
break when you
Diva
drop it.
for James, and all the so they sell a bunch of stuff now. Like people make wood versions of all the guns, and like they have like McCree's gun and Diva's gun and all that stuff. Like, did you and Stephanie go on the con at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was able to walk through it for about an hour before it shut down.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't get to see
So
everything.
you guys didn't buy anything?
Stephanie bought some stuff. She got some cute things.
I figured she'd buy like every Diva thing that they sold there.
She's a little saturated on Diva.
She gonna get that Diva statue, the like $500
I wish
one?
she does want
Oh,
that
yeah,
one.
that
That's
Diva
Fine.
statue.
It's really nice.
Anyway,
She
Wait,
might
so-
end up getting that.
Overwatch is at a fever pitch right
But
now.
no, she gets more like jewelry and just like cute accessory stuff. Because there's some legitimate junk there.
So
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not sure if our fidget spinner is $30 or $35. I just
And I hope not.
I hope not to. Regardless, I'm putting out the call right now for RTX. If you want to bring us gifts, namely me, fidget spinners. I want
That only goes for Bruce.
as many fidget spinners as I possibly
I
can
want
so that I
Bruce
can
to
give
have
them to
as
my
many
friend
Yes.
James.
I'm not taking any of them.
But I love fidget spinners, and I especially want one that is on your fingertip and you spin it.
There
so I
have-
can do that.
There have
They'll
been
have
like
those at RTX.
reports on record of people seriously injuring themselves.
Well, yeah,
with
because they're
fidget
idiots.
spinners,
They
right?
like glued
Okay.
razor blades to a
Good,
fidget
yeah,
spinner
okay.
and then blew it with compressed air.
What I want to do is take one and put glitter on it and then spin it so all the glitter goes everywhere.
Aluminum shards.
And fidget spinners just seem like the kind of thing where like you can see it's something that came on so fast that you can see the end
Oh, yeah.
by the beginning.
Oh, sure.
You know? And so
The moment a politician makes
so
a
for
Facebook
me
video.
it's just this is something
Spin your
that
way
I
on
can
down
just
to the Civic Center for a debate night.
yeah, this is something that I can just pass on by. Like I don't need to be a part of this.
It's a
Like if I
fad.
could
It's
go
a
back in
fad.
time and then
You
like
know?
Pogs were a thing, I would be like, I'm just not gonna buy Pogs. I'm not gonna think about Pogs.
I
I'm
wanna
not
be
gonna have
part of-
Pogs affect my life in any way because they're gonna be gone and in a dumpster somewhere.
I'm the
not too
opposite
long.
of James. I want to be part of every fad.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
I
Bruce
want
is desperately hanging on.
every single fad. I'm not desperate hanging on anything. I just want to be a part.
Bruce is a man
In
of
the
the people.
zeitgeist.
I
That's
just
what
I
Bruce
just
wants
love
to be.
I love fidget spinners. I love Justin Bieber. Although I've loved Justin Bieber for years.
Well, Justin Bieber,
Babies.
he's a mainstay. He's stood the test of time.
I agree.
Oh, he's a
Listen,
talent.
if fidget spinners are around like they are now in a year,
Oh, they won't be.
then maybe
100%.
Then maybe I'll accept a fidget spinner as a gift.
Maybe. I will. So, you know what, actually, I thought fidget spinners were for the longest time. Omar has this little like fidget
Oh,
cube.
fidget cube.
Oh yeah.
And I've seen those around. Those are actually kind of nice because it's
What's
like
the difference?
well, the spinner's like you spin it and you're holding it or whatever. The cube, it's like usually I'm watching down like his edits or whatever. I just take his little cube and it's like you just kind of
Yeah, it's got different textures and buttons.
it
and
has like little
switches
like
and
it
stuff.
feels like game control buttons and stuff.
and you
on
can
it.
actually do something while you're playing with it. Like the spinner, you have to concentrate on. Or
Yeah,
Oh,
you have to
bullshit.
yourself.
That is some weak spin game. You can't get a spinner going with one hand and just let it rock while you got your other hand. Mouse.
Wow.
I've never done that.
To me, you're
No.
not fidgeting.
No,
Is
you.
the
So
thing.
here's
You're
the
just-
deal. You got to pinch it with your
With
ring
the
finger, and
cube?
then use your. You got to pinch it
With
with
the
your
fidget
middle, and then
spinner.
use your
the
ring. to
cube
flick
is
it.
more
And
fidgety.
you're supposed to move it around and like do this thing.
I figure it's more like a stress ball without
guess.
having
For
to buy
me,
the
like,
stress ball.
Fidgeting, I like it's a lot of this.
Tweaking nipples?
It's better
Yeah,
than biting
yeah.
fingernails or something destructive.
That's true.
Because
Yeah.
I as a
Pulling out your own
kid,
hair.
like as like a toddler, I had to learn how to stop like sucking my thumb, and then I had to. There was something else.
Biting my nails? I mean, like
I never bit
used
my
to-
nail.
used to
Oh,
bite
I
my
had
nails.
I had a blanket that I used to take with me everywhere that
Yeah.
I would like
Aw.
play with the knots in and
I
do
did that
like
too.
stuff with like I'd like make knots and like do. Well, it's a thing. It's something.
Is it a thing?
Yeah, kids developing their
They're
sense
gonna
of
learn they were
touch.
twins separated.
Yeah. No, but
Who's your
I looked
dad?
into it afterwards. It's like a developmental thing.
Oh,
like
okay.
they're like touching. That's why kids put shit in their mouths and
never did
stuff
that.
like that.
I never did
I never did that either. But that was my thing. So I had like a blanket. I'd like knot up shit and I'd do stuff. And sometimes if I have like a string on my pants,
I'll totally do that.
I'll like without thinking like knot it up and then like fuck with it.
Yep.
But then I had to work so hard to break those habits. And like as a kid, I was like, well, I can't take my blanket with me wherever I go. I'm not gonna go to school
Right.
like preschool with my blanket. So I had to like break those habits. So I don't want things that encourage them. So there's like fidget cubes and fidget spinners. Like I get what their purpose is. I want to sit here and fight the urge.
Well,
all my life.
I want to fidget spin them all the way to success. I'm going to write a book.
Yeah, fidget spin.
Fidget spin your way to success.
Can it be like all stumbling over itself? So it's like fidget spinning your way to success.
Let me tell you, Bruce, there's someone else who has an indomitable spirit. Someone who always reaches for their best and does it while having a good time. That's
George
Sonic.
Washington?
Nope, Sonic the Hedgehog. Never George. We don't mention him here. Fell into a bit of a rabbit hole about 3 hours ago.
It's actually a hedgehog hole.
Yeah.
All right.
Both of you guys.
I mean, when you
We
lay
both-
it
we
out
both-
there.
We both had the same unfunny joke.
I know.
I spun
It's
dash my
like
way
our
into
YouTube comments.
We need to really drill down and figure out how fast Sonic truly is. We know he's fast,
Uh-huh.
but how
How
fast?
Is he the fastest being
Faster,
to ever
faster,
exist
faster.
in the fictional universe?
Well, it all began because he had blast processing.
Yes.
Mario didn't have blast
wait.
processing.
You
Mario
can't
did
talk
not.
about. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's how.
You can't talk about the blast processing of Sonic because that's the real world. We're talking about the fictional, better parallel world where
Yeah.
Sonic
Sure.
actually exists.
Well, his fictional world is powered by the real life world of blast processing. What are you playing?
So this is a video
Sonic versus Flash.
that lays out the case of who is faster, Sonic v Flash. I don't give a shit because we
Easily
all know
break the
Sonic's
sound
faster.
barrier.
It doesn't
Wow.
matter.
Oh, look at that.
But there is a lot of good information in this video. I'm not going to play the whole thing because I've transcribed most of those things here.
14 and a half.
So I can just-
or
yeah.
15 minutes.
It took a long time.
There's some amazing screenshots in this video.
I do. Yeah, here I can just share my notes here.
There's some like it looks like something that would be written on Albert Einstein's chalkboard.
There it is.
It's like just equations.
So yeah, there's a lot-
200,000 kilometers.
There's a lot going on here.
Wait a minute.
so I'm
Hold
just-
on.
just
Stop
give
it.
you-
You're scrolling too fast. I'm
No,
going to
no,
read
no,
it all.
We're gonna go through it. Give me a minute. All right. I
Why does he
spent
keep hiding it from us?
I don't know.
because
He wants it for himself.
I need your shocked reactions as I lay these numbers on you.
Okay, got it.
And if you just see me yourself, you're all gonna react at different times. It's no good. It's
I got to
no
watch
good.
this shitty Sonic ripoff.
Yeah, you do. No, she's sexy and pure and wearing headphones.
She's not
or
Sonic. Are we sure?
Wait,
Yes.
is that not Sonic in the
not
background?
No,
Sonic.
it says Freedom Planet like
Christ.
right there,
I
playing as
know
Lilac.
that it says freedom.
Lilac 80%. Easy. Okay, so here we go. Sonic can dodge machine gun fire. This has been proven in a comic. Most of these are going to come from Sonic
Wait,
comics.
he can
Sonic
dodge?
Dodge.
Yeah, he dodged around
gunfire.
bullets.
Yeah,
Easy.
but that's different than outrunning.
I know.
Sorry, okay.
He's getting there. He's
All
getting
right.
there.
Well, soon, James, you'll see that question is horribly trivial to
Hold on,
Sonic.
I was gonna say, listen, I'm Team Sonic.
Okay.
So you don't need to convince me of anything.
No, there's no teams. This is not a combat. It never was. This is just finding the number. We're trying to ascribe a number to who we already know is going to win.
So the thing is that basically, in real physics, you try and approach the speed of light.
oh,
Typically,
Bruce. Oh, how naive. Approach
Sonic's
the
You're
faster
speed.
thinking
than
too small. You're
faster
thinking
than speed of
micro.
light.
Bruce,
Sonic thinks macro.
Please, guys, don't try and outrun Sonic. It's never going to work. So just
Does
sit
that go
back
for
and
the
let's.
Flash and Quicksilver and everyone else?
Yes. Okay. So Sonic ran around the world 6 times in an instant.
what?
An instant.
What's
This
an
is-
instant? 1 second?
One panel. It's hard to say. The author slash
times.
writer of this episode does assume it to be 1 second.
Why was it only 6?
That's what the comic panel
That's all he
said.
had time for.
Who picked that arbitrary number?
Yeah.
Who? What do you mean?
What
who-
are
who-
we?
Well, 6.
The comic
panel-
writer
comic
who knows the
writer
rules.
said-
And who is he? I want to know his credibility.
He's the authority. He has the
What
authority to
makes
write
him the
whatever he wants
authority?
to.
Oh, yeah, what makes
he
him the
was
authority?
given the right to describe Sonic in the way that he sees fit,
Guys,
as
this
he
is
knows
just-
him.
It could have been
Just a warm-up,
embellished.
all right?
Lisa's
Okay.
right. We need to source all of these authors.
Give it a
these
minute, because each
officially
time
licensed
the last
comics?
one's just going to get turned irrelevant anyway. So if he runs 200,000 kilometers in an instant, if he took five trips around the world, my bad. That's 200,000 kilometers per second to get kilometers per hour. Times that by 3,600 seconds in an hour, as you well know. That equals 447 billion miles per hour, or 0.6 times the speed of light. So getting there, but not quite.
0.6 though, not
Yeah, not
okay.
quite. So 60% the speed of light.
Got it.
Oh, okay, that's pretty fast. But hold on.
This isn't even him as Supersonic.
No, it's not, and I'm glad you brought that up.
What's supersonic?
Oh,
What
we'll get there.
Supersonic?
Oh, Jesus.
Don't act so naive.
We'll get there. All right, so Sonic is outrun a black
I actually
hole.
don't know what supersonic is. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
So I knew what this garbage was. But I
As
don't
of
know what
Sonic
supersonic
2,
is.
when he gathers all the Chaos Emeralds together and get 50 coins, you can double jump in the air and become Supersonic.
So
He only go for as long as he has coins, though.
Sonic has outran two black holes in two different periods, but they didn't look that
Wait.
impressive. They
He
may not have been black
outran?
holes. Yeah, there were black holes that formed in Sonic games, and in the cutscene it showed him running away from it.
So all right. So he's faster. Whatever.
He's faster than the speed of light, double the speed of light at least.
Yeah, because black holes. What?
Yeah, it sucks in all light. The gravity's so
Yeah.
harsh. So here's some quotes also from this video. Sonic is faster than Time Stopper. Who am I assuming? I'm assuming is a character.
Stopper?
Many fans
know.
say this show Sonic has infinite speed.
No, that's
I don't know what that
impossible.
even means.
I-
Infinite speed, top speed potential.
Yeah.
Not, okay.
That's
not,
impossible.
From another comic, it was a trans-dimensional Sonic comic where he had to run through multiple Sonic dimensions. Cyborg Sonic was there with Sonic, so they did the same
Wait,
thing.
is
I
that
just wanna
different than
make that
Mecha
clear.
Sonic?
Yes.
Yes.
Cyborg Sonic crossed through 1,000 dimensions in a day, and in between each dimension
Wait.
there was a cosmic interstate, which is more than 148,000 light years long. Okay?
What?
I know.
The delineation of
It's
time
so fast!
loses. There is no day when you're crossing dimensions.
Yeah, exactly.
Time loses all meaning.
No,
point.
it's not like a timer in GDQ. These timers matter.
Wait, hold on. So I guess he means 24 hours. So one Earth day.
Yes.
Okay.
One Earth, one day.
That's fine.
All right, so if you divide
some
it out,
dude went about his
you
day.
divide them. Wait.
you get 86.4 seconds to cross each dimension,
Right.
which is 1,712 light years per second, which is 54 billion times the speed of light.
So here's my only problem with that statistic.
If you're about to bring up Supersonic, I got you covered.
No.
Okay.
My only problem with that statistic is they're counting based on time as it is perceived
Right.
in that one
You're right.
dimension.
Time gets relative once you approach light
Time
speed.
is relative.
Yeah.
Thus, other dimensions may have different dimensions of time. Thus, maybe for that sake of time, it took him longer to do it.
I think we're saying.
that I think we can throw out that one statistic.
I was going to say, according to Prime
Oh,
Earth
relativistic
or Earth 1,
physics don't matter.
that's how fast Sonic would be.
Okay, there you
if
go.
he came all the way back to Earth 1.
but if time is faster in other dimensions,
Earth 1 physics.
then it changes.
Then he could
Then
be
it isn't
slower.
the ground isn't covered isn't equally.
So Sonic would have to take a measurement in every
Yes.
parallel universe.
We would need to
There's
know.
140,000 dimensions or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would
100.
need to know all the dimensional time relative.
It was was it 1,000 dimensions in one day?
Yeah. Well, okay, but James was onto something. It's generally accepted in the Sonic canon that Supersonic is 1,000 times faster.
What? That's
So,
impossible.
His feet don't even need to touch the ground.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, so he's faster than Infinity, or
Getting there. So normal Sonic is 54 billion times the speed of light.
Right.
Supersonic would be 54 trillion times the speed of light, but it gets faster.
Okay.
So
those chili dogs.
let me let me.
What powers him?
Yeah,
Need
is
you
this before or
guys to
after
pick this
he's
up.
eating
So
chili dogs?
this is a panel from a comic in which Sonic and Knuckles collided so fast that it destroyed a solar system.
Whoa!
Which solar system?
They didn't say. Also, it's recorded with Screencaster.
Like, yeah, I like that he got to, then he put the force needed to destroy a solar system.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he's getting those numbers from.
Wait,
so
wait,
You
hold
gotta
on.
source
Wait,
those numbers.
so Knuckles can go fast too?
I guess so, but not as fast as Sonic. I mean,
No,
whatever. They
Sonic's
got
always-
this guy.
I
heated
mean,
up.
obviously fast enough that it destroyed a solar system.
So it's like,
Well, is there a Super Knuckles? Is that a thing?
yeah,
is.
Is Super Knuckles faster than regular Sonic?
Oh, I don't know about that. He may be
So-
stronger,
He's just an echidna after all.
but I don't know about that.
so based
I
on
might get him close.
based on the estimates of how much destructive force it takes to eliminate a solar system,
Yes.
he worked back from Sonic weighing 35 kilograms.
Right, to finding out what
to estimate what the accelerated
how fast
force
he
must
was.
have
Yeah, that
been.
makes sense.
Sonic weighs 35 kilograms.
That's the number cited.
He's a heavy little hedgehog.
Yeah, what's 35?
Chili dog.
2.2 times 35, 70, 76.
So he's kinda
70,
short.
80 pounds.
Yeah, he's kind of small.
He's a tiny guy. So
That's-
for Sonic to run into something fast enough to destroy a solar system,
Right.
he'd have to be traveling 634 duodecillion times the speed of light.
But wait, hold on. He didn't run into a stationary object.
That's true.
so
Knuckles
there's
has
more
mass as
force
well.
coming from Knuckles as well.
we can throw out that statistic.
They should just be paced.
So the thing that really cinches it all up,
Uh-huh.
all of it, is that this video. Here, I can play out this part of it because I feel like we've already gone through a pretty fantastic journey here.
Oh,
But at the
Planet,
end-
Lilac.
He sources a developer, which, as we all know, is the true authority
Mm-hmm.
on Sonic's speed. There he is crunching those numbers. Here we go. Author's word.
Proves Sonic
Way
is
better than
faster.
fan-interpreted feats. Subtitle's not so hot there.
It might be muted.
Sonic character was designed to represent his greatest
Aptitudes.
aptitudes.
Resembling someone who is not afraid of action and adventure.
What's wrong with the frame rate?
Sonic is someone who always wants to outdo himself and become
Becomes
super.
Can't argue that.
And
Sonic always finds a way to fuck something
when
up.
hold
When
on.
Super-
Damn it, it's already over. Damn it,
Wait,
Adam.
Wait, that was the end?
I was trying to.
Is
trying
there
to cut in
music?
there.
Turn on the music.
There's
When
no music.
Super, this character
just-
can really do it all, reaching
Speeds of infinity.
Speeds of
Speeds
infinity.
Infinity.
Wait, so the Flash can't run?
Infinite speed.
He can't run. He doesn't have infinite speed? Are we sure about that?
I'm saying it's
No.
not a competition because we already know Sonic is faster.
How do we know that?
Who cares? 'Cause
I-
Flash
Does
is
Sonic time travel when he runs?
Yes, Sonic
has-
CD, idiot.
But Flash does too.
I didn't play that.
Flash time travels and he travels through different dimensions.
He
Yeah.
doesn't run through 1,000 dimensions
I
in a
googled
day.
is Sonic faster
he's-
than the Flash,
You're also.
and
you're-
one of the results said Superman was faster than the Flash.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Sonic is
No,
faster than Superman. though. It's
Superman is
irrelevant.
faster than
I saw
Flash.
conflicting information on that. I saw.
They had a race and Superman lost slightly, which I think is a really shitty thing to do to the Flash. He's like, this is my one thing, and Superman's only slightly worse at it than
Lawrence, you need to do the research on the Flash.
What
next
did Death
episode.
Battle do, Lawrence? When they did Death Battle?
yeah.
No, I don't watch Death Battle.
They did a mini battle.
Who
And,
won?
One, I didn't watch it the whole thing.
Did anybody watch this episode of Death Battle?
I mean,
Sonic won. Just accept it.
how do we
Jeez.
know that?
I do
I
know
know,
that
I can
Shadow
feel
the
it.
Hedgehog lost to Vegeta,
That makes sense.
you need to get Chad on the horn.
but that's only because Shadow became Super Shadow, and Vegeta, his ability to survive massive beatings, he withstood Super Shadow until his power ran out, and then eviscerated him when he became Shadow again.
Understood.
You should have just had a sense of being or
That makes
whatever.
sense.
Should I see if I can get a hold of Chad and
Absolutely.
see if we can call him and ask
That's
him
a
what
great
he,
idea.
No, just-
ask him what he
just-
thinks?
oh, you're gonna call him?
I'm gonna Slack him, see, get his number.
You
I don't have
can,
his
you can
number.
call on Slack.
Who's Chad? Oh,
Chad?
Chad
from
yeah,
ScrewAttack.
Your
Chad,
best
Sorry.
friend Chad.
Chad from ScrewAttack, brand manager.
I thought it was like I
ScrewAttack.
thought it was like one of your voice actor friends who like plays Sonic or something, and he'd be like, I don't know, fucking asking me.
Well, if you have designs on being as fast as Sonic,
Good luck.
you should consider your underwear situation.
Oh yeah.
Because Lord knows you can't go 634 duodecillion times the speed of light in normal underwear.
Not at all.
They'll explode or catch fire. But you know what won't, Mack Weldon? No. It's made out of supersonic fabrics that can withstand sonic speeds. Sonic doesn't wear pants, does he? Well, there you know. Now you know why.
That was perfect.
But they also have a silver line of underwear, which is naturally antimicrobial, which is a fantastic thing if you're going to an anime con, or if you just really like Sonic. Not saying that there's a connection there, but maybe there is. They also want you to be comfortable. This is actually a pretty great offer. If you don't like your first pair, they'll just let you keep it and they'll refund you. So you really, it's a risk-free offer. Get some nice underwears, feel like Sonic for a day, and hey, if it's not your speed, it's no sweat off your back, no hair off your
sweat off
Sonic
your
tail.
crotch.
There you go. Thank you, Bruce. And we have a special promo code for our listeners. If you go to MacWeldon.com, enter promo code SOUP, S-O-U-P, you can get 20% off your entire order. So thank you, Mack Weldon, for making fine socks, shirts, and underwear, and giving all our listeners a 20% off code, S-O-U-P, SOUP. And once more, that's MacWeldon.com, and use the promo code SOUP. So thank you, Mack Weldon, and thank you, Sonic, for teaching us what it is to be alive, be fast.
Go fast.
Hey, Omar. I'm sorry for calling you an idiot. You know, I was thinking about it, and not everyone got to grow up as privileged as I did playing Sonic CD.
I did not.
So
Thank you.
Omar, did you have a Sonic CD or Sega CD?
No, I was not a Sega family.
Yeah. me
That
neither.
being said, you should probably pick it up and play it before something like this happens again.
It's next on Games Done Quick.
I don't want you to be embarrassed.
It was supposed to be now.
He's so upset.
Well, Sonic Generations we could be doing a blindfolded Green Hill Zone.
They have to hit the goal.
They got to hit those bits though.
I don't watch SGGC.
Nailed it. You nailed it. SGGGC.
It's marred by corruption, Lawrence.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I know that clock.
No, it's nothing but lies now. The timer's all messed up. What? Why did they hide it?
I want to know why it was broken in the first place.
I'm gonna throw this out there.
Human error.
Lest anyone not interpret that I'm joking. Games Done Quick is a fantastic event.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
we love
And
it.
I on a biannual basis come up with all sorts of physical maladies I don't actually have, so I can cancel all plans, sit at home, and watch this. So thank you for everything you're doing, everyone who is part of this event, all the runners, the organizers, everybody.
Well, all the kids doing it too have like the
Except the
social
timer
anxiety things I had when I was in middle school and still have to today.
That's the thing. I find that cathartic in a weird way.
Yeah, I'm like, they're doing something cool.
If we
I'm just sitting on a couch.
Cool.
we came up
This
with
is cool.
something.
They're doing
We
it for
came up with
charity.
something today that, if we're alive in 6 months,
Oh yeah,
is hopefully going to be pretty amazing.
that's right.
So
Oh yeah.
stay tuned for that 6 months from now.
the next
Funhaus
Games
has
Done
a
Quick.
big announcement.
I mean, considering Talkin' Stockings was a joke.
What?
We came up with.
That was never a joke. That was a real show.
You kidding me?
What? No. It was a joke. It
was a passion project.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's always
know,
been
but
a real show.
what was it on? Was it Dude Soup or Demo Disc? We had a
It's GTA.
it's GTA.
it
Yeah,
was
we're
a
like,
GTA.
I'm gonna make a talk show called Talkin' Stockings, and they're like, Bruce is like, yeah, make it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, this idea that James came up with today is like similar.
The backstory for Jurassic Park is no different. John Hammond was on GTA and he said, "I got an idea for dinosaurs."
John Hammond.
What if I fuck a frog or something?
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
This game sucks. I want Sonic.
I want Sonic 2.
This game, I just realized. So this game came out in 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those new Sonics.
Yeah.
No, occasionally there's a game that's like, we wanted to make Sonic, but we couldn't
Well, it's
afford
like the
the
Mega
license.
Man game.
How can
Yeah,
you not afford the
Mighty Number Nine.
license for Sonic? It's like $20.
Because they want to make 3D Sonics.
They're protective of the brand. Sonic Mania, though.
What garbage brand? I mean, he's the fastest thing in the world.
Yeah, he is.
Sure.
It's faster
We were
than
faster than
reality.
Infinity.
We were talking about how it was almost a year ago that we were at the greatest party in the history of parties, which is the Sonic 25th anniversary party.
And that
at
game still
San Diego
isn't fucking
Comic-Con.
out.
Oh, yeah.
And
Sonic
the
Mania?
game that they announced is
Takes a
still
long
not
time
out.
to make great games.
Sonic Mania takes a long time
It's a
to make.
rip-off.
It's this.
Yeah, it's
They
a
made
rip-off of
this?
a
This
Sonic
took a long
game
time.
from
Sega didn't
20
make
years
this.
ago.
Yeah.
Listen, there's a lot of ins and outs with Sonic. You got to get the arms right.
Is their production pipeline a little complicated using the Unreal Engine? Like, what's going on?
Got to get his
Is
attitude.
it using the
It's gotta be
Unreal
right.
Engine?
I'm just
No,
joking.
it's not.
No,
They say
they're
it's
using
sprites.
They're using RPG Maker or something.
I
do joke though. Making games is actually really hard work, and they're probably slaving away. But
like, it's just a rip-off.
it should
of
be
the
done.
game. Also, I know that at that party, the crippled walk. I saw that happen.
Yep. He stood
So-
up out of his wheelchair
Sonic's
and he
healing
said,
rings
"I love
descended
this
upon all."
song from Sonic Heroes."
Yep.
Well, Adam, I'm glad you said that video games is hard work
yeah,
because I scraped up another headline. Rafael Colantonio, one of the creative directors at Arkane Studios, has decided to leave.
yeah.
Which is a bummer because Arkane is really blowing up, but that's part of the reason. I don't know. I really love not necessarily people leaving studios, but I love rare moments when you get to hear somebody who has worked in games for a long time and on pretty high profile stuff talk very frankly about the reality of a job like that. Colantonio speaks, and this is in an interview in GamesIndustry.biz, quote, "Leaving this is actually a hard choice, but at the same time, I've been doing this for 18 years. I feel like I've never, ever sat down, even for a minute." And one of the interesting things is James has in the past commented on
How standing desks aren't actually better for you.
there is that, a lot of that, yeah, and Colantonio gets into that, a lot of heated, almost like borderline racist stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But he starts by speaking about the production churn of video games, and I feel like we can identify with that being in YouTube, whereas like movies, music, it's kind of a cycle, it's up and down. He talks about this as though it's up all the time. Quote, "If you think about movies, people gather to make a movie, and they gather 3 to 4 people, the script guy, director, and so on. And then they go deep and film the thing for a few months, and then everybody disbands. Then you have the post-production and effects people, but they work for different companies. They all go on vacation for 3 years. Anything that is extremely creative and also extremely hard is difficult to turn into a machine where we can make the thing nonstop. Here comes a DLC, here comes a this, here comes a that. And I'm not saying there's a solution, by the way. I'm saying that they're doing it wrong, or we're doing it wrong. Or I'm not saying we're doing it wrong, they're doing it wrong, or anyone is doing it wrong. It's just that it's at odds with vacations, with time off, with just creatively recharging. You need to recharge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's right, and I agree, but I think, like, again, that's at a certain line. Once you're above a certain point, that's how it works for most people in the industry. There's still, just because you wrapped shooting in Vancouver and you're a grip on a movie doesn't mean you just take time off until the movie comes out and then you start working on your next movie. Like, chances are you probably have your next thing booked.
You have another
and
job.
so then you have that weekend to pack up your stuff from Vancouver and then fly down to New Mexico to shoot something else.
Yeah.
Also, if you're higher up in a movie production process, if you're the director or one of the executive producer or a producer, you follow each position. So you go from pre-production to shooting you follow the whole thing, the post-production, all of it. So to a certain extent, he's right. But then there was another part of it where he's like, you go on vacation for a year. That's not what people do.
No.
They gig. They go from job to job to
Project
job.
to project.
What was his role?
He and Harvey Smith were basically the two creative leads at Arkane.
Okay, yeah.
Let me make sure I get his title right, because it's not technically his title anymore, but
Yeah, because there's certain roles, obviously. It's like you can ship out something and then be like a director, Steven Spielberg, and be like, all right, I finished that. Now I'm going to kind of lightly see what I'm interested in next before I dive headlong into something and do something else. But
I know what he's saying. I get it. Like if he's working on the same, 4 or 5 games for 10 years or whatever, after a while it can get very, very tiring, especially if you don't take time off.
Because we here are constantly in a shooting, editing,
Right.
Like we're in pre, post, and production mode.
Yeah.
All the time, every single day, and that is very, very exhausting.
It's tiring, yeah.
Very few things are project based. Like Sex Swing was one of those few things.
yeah.
Yeah.
D&D is a little bit at least seasonal.
Yeah.
But those are things
But-
that we just accommodate.
Yeah, those are
Those are in
anomalies
But
to our traditional
Arkane's
schedule.
only been getting busier in the last few
Yeah.
years, where like Prey kind of came out of nowhere. Like, imagine that was the straw that broke the camel's back, where it's just like, Human Head dropped the ball or whatever the issue happened with Bethesda, whoever he said, she said, whatever. But since Prey 2 got canceled, they're like, hey, Arkane, we just bought you. You're making Prey now. And they're like, we have Dishonored 2. They're like, right. And get to work.
I expect. I don't know exactly what sequence of events there was. I expect Arkane had a game that was Prey. It just wasn't called Prey.
Yeah, they were doing,
And then
they were
Bethesda was
doing
like-
their own System Shock.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, we're not making Prey 2 anymore, and we have the rights to Prey.
Yeah.
Let's just call this Prey. Boom. Now you got a greenlit project. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, much like DICE was on kind of a killer run for a while too, because they put out Battlefield 1 and then Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Yeah, now they're doing Battlefront 2. So yeah, there are studios who put out 2 AAA projects a year, and that's ridiculous.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. So I can understand why, not necessarily burnout, but definitely the need for some distance. And yeah, Cole Antonio talked about how he'd like to go do a project with maybe 10 people. He just doesn't want the stress of having 600 people's paychecks right on what he does every day.
Right. I think also if you're in a very creative role, it's pretty daunting too, to be like being creative is fun. Being creative every single day and like having to come up with new ways of being creative because there's saturation and stuff like that. It's daunting. It's frightening and daunting.
Yeah. And I always imagine this is the stuff you never see, which I'm always like really kind of curious about. People like to simplify things when it comes to movies or films or video games. Who said, "Oh, Gabe Newell did this," or what's his face, BioShock guy, Ken Levine did this, and it's like, well, it's Ken Levine and friends, Ken Levine and 2K, and like there was probably someone above any of these people, maybe not Gabe Newell, but someone saying, "Do X, Y, or Z," and they're like, "I'm over here trying to creatively make this thing, but I have to go to a meeting." Where someone's saying like, this is what the box art's going to look like. I don't give a shit about the box art. I'm just trying to make a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that stuff stifles you. Because now you're laying at home in bed going, oh, this fucking box art. Like you got to think about it when you're also trying to figure out like how to make an ending, or like, oh, that game we showed originally isn't what we're making now. Crap. What do I do? And oh, the engine can't do that. Shit. You said it could, Why isn't it a roller coaster anymore? Make it a roller coaster. And they do the whole roller
Yeah,
coaster.
so many moving parts you don't see.
Yeah, and like, so it's easy for people to just imagine. It's like you sit in a room and you just like shit ideas out of your
Yeah.
head, and it's nothing like that. He's probably juggling 10 jobs.
Well, have you ever heard Dan Harmon or someone that worked with him around that time period when he made what was it? Something TV? What was it that skit show?
Channel
Oh,
101?
Channel
Not
101.
Channel 101. He made Something TV,
I don't know.
Oh,
and there was like it was a skit show.
Acceptable TV.
Acceptable TV.
.tv.
And it was a skit show which had a bunch of wacky skits and stuff in it. But then he also, one of the skits was a long running cartoon that went through it. And like, I guess him working on that cartoon, because that's a completely different creative endeavor that he was helming, he like barely slept for most of that time period because there was him running the show, the day-to-day of the show, and then he go to work with a completely different production team, a
Wow.
very small team, to then go oversee the cartoon's development as that was happening too.
It's kind of like Chad with Death Battle and
exactly.
ScrewAttack.
Just like Chad.
Who I don't want to
No, it's
cut
okay.
this topic, but we do have Chad. I can get him on the horn if
You
we
can get him on
wanna-
the horn on the
Oh,
line.
we
We wanna see-
finally.
Well, we only got 9 minutes left. I mean, call him up, but we gotta.
Yeah, we got to
We'll
find
call
out
him
who's
really quick.
faster,
He's-
Sonic or
this
the
is
Flash.
important.
Chad is the manager of ScrewAttack. You know, as you know, Death Battle. They've talked about this kind of thing. Lawrence, do you want to?
He can tell us.
Oh, you want to talk to him?
Hello?
Hey, Chad, how's it going? It's Lawrence.
Pretty good. What's up, man?
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with Sonic or the Flash.
Chad, you're live.
Chad, you're live, by the way. I
Okay.
should have told you that. You're live on the internet.
Okay. Hey, Internet. What's up?
Hey, man. Okay, we got Hard Nettin here. I pulled a little fast one on Elise. Don't tell her.
What we want to know what
We
he
want to
thinks.
know what
What about
Chad.
Sonic and the
We want to know
Flash?
what you think about Sonic.
Ask Chad.
Is Sonic faster than Flash?
Just say Sonic so we can move on.
It's not even close, Sonic. No way, dude. The Flash is insane.
Oh,
What?
Chad.
Chad.
Chad,
hang
no!
up. You hung up on
Chad,
Chad.
you hung up on Chad.
Oh my God! He's gonna
He
be so
messaged him
mad
quick.
at me.
You tell
That throws a wrench into things.
you tell Chad that was Lawrence's fault.
Yeah.
We all wanted to talk to him.
Chad's
Infinite
a
speed.
things that don't matter expert.
we have
Bullshit.
we have video evidence.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
don't know,
dude, should I
wow,
send him the video?
Lawrence.
I'll send him the video. Anyway, Hard Nettin. We got Game Girl Power, we all know and love, versus potentially the hardest netter I've ever seen.
We're retiring.
This
Power.
is the last one
Maybe.
for them.
Power Girls
Everyone
now.
keeps saying that.
Oh, he's calling back. He's calling back.
Damn it.
He thought he got disconnected.
Oh, sure he did, yeah.
You tell him, Lawrence. At least you do it.
Take the
You
call.
tell him Lawrence hung
Put
up.
him on speaker.
Hey, Chad.
He's gonna hang up on me.
I'm sorry. That was Lawrence. He got,
got heated.
upset. We
got
apologize
upset.
on his
I don't-
behalf.
how could that possibly be any of my fault?
Why is
You
it,
heard him.
Why is it Flash, Chad?
Jesus Christ.
Because the Flash has run so fast that he's broken the time barrier.
So, all right, okay, I get that. But Chad, what would you say to the events of Sonic CD when Sonic the Hedgehog is just zipping back and forth between present, past, and future? Willy-nilly, without effort.
So Sonic's actual, his official documented speed is hypersonic, which is about 8 times the speed of sound. He has gone faster than the speed of light before with the light shoes.
Light shoes.
But dude, the Flash is one of the most overpowered characters in all of comic history. He rebooted the entire DC universe
That's
just
a
by
shitty writing.
running so fast he went back through time.
Wait.
Lawrence is shaking his head.
Yeah.
You've
so,
given me a lot to consider.
So Chad, I guess Lawrence did some research in the comics or the Sonic comics. There was a time where Sonic and Knuckles went so fast that they hit each other and they destroyed a solar system.
Here, real
You
fast,
can
I'll
hang
tell
up
you
on us now.
what. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
please.
mean, if you want to debate this further, I'll grab Ben real quick.
I don't want to debate.
No,
Get Ben
I don't
in
wanna
here.
debate.
Not a debate!
We are running out of time, Chad. Thank you for being on the show. Maybe we'll pick this up next week. Love you, buddy. Congrats on the new baby.
Thanks,
Got
guys.
another
We'll
one?
see you at RTX.
Okay, see you there. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Mystery voice.
I think it's Sonic. He's here to defend himself.
Oh, good. Sonic doesn't
That's
need to
interesting,
defend
though. I
himself.
didn't even think about the time shoes. That the
Oh,
equipment,
the light shoes.
the light shoes, that the equipment he wears factors into it.
That's so cool.
Now I don't know what to think.
It's
My
so cool
world
that-
has been turned upside down.
I've never seen people debate over hot garbage.
The
so
only
hard.
part of my world that's been turned upside down is
Chad
how
knows
wrong
so
Chad
much
was.
off the top of his head.
Lawrence got upset.
All right, Hard Net, no. Okay, we got Game Girl Power put up against the hardest netter of all.
This is just sad.
This is very sad, but it is unquestionably hard netting.
This is definitely hard netting. 100%.
Minnesota woman charged with fatally shooting her boyfriend in a failed YouTube video stunt.
Man.
Yeah, it's very tragic, but it's also the hardest internet that I don't know if it's possible to net harder than this. Net so hard you
I really don't know either because
net your way into the grave.
They were going to do a YouTube stunt where basically he was going to block a moving bullet out of a gun with an encyclopedia.
Yes. So here's the lead. As part of a young couple's quest for YouTube fame, a 19-year-old woman shot at a book her boyfriend was holding against his chest, killing him at close range outside their northwestern Minnesota home.
What was it? It wasn't a 50 caliber bullet, was it?
Yeah, it was a Desert Eagle.
Desert Eagle
Yeah.
that she used.
Yeah.
Again, my policy of if someone goes to a store and says, I'd like to buy a Desert Eagle, you go, absolutely, just give me a moment. The guy walks into the back office and then blacklists them from ever owning guns. That's the test. That's all. If someone goes, I want a Desert Eagle, that's the test.
I'm gonna leave out names even though the article's there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like as dumb as this is, it's still very tragic, and a lot of people are probably having a very hard time. But it's still very hard netting.
We should all learn from it.
The departed held up the book, described by County Attorney James Brew as a hardcover encyclopedia, and the girlfriend pulled the trigger on a 50 caliber Desert Eagle pistol, trying to see whether the bullet would go through, according to the criminal complaint.
The bullet did go through.
Yeah.
In case you're
Spoiler.
wondering.
It did go through. She hit the book.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the man behind it.
It went well.
Well, I mean, I don't know. He could have been like, see if it goes through, and then he gets the bullet in the head.
Yeah.
So it's not quite as stupid as I originally thought. Dug into the story a bit. This is according to the story. Soon after the shooting, the girlfriend told a sheriff's deputy that it was the boyfriend who had been pushing his idea for the video, which was recorded by one camera on the back of a parked vehicle and another on a ladder, according to the complaint. He had shown her another book that he had shot, and the bullet didn't go all the way through.
Oh,
the
so
charging
he
document
tried it.
continued. Apparently. But it didn't. It went all the way through for the one that his body was behind.
Like, what was the range he was at when he fired it? Oh, man.
And how fast is
These
Sonic?
are things that they probably
Could Sonic
should have
go through an encyclopedia?
been- Yes. Sonic has vibrated his
Sonic-
molecules through things.
Could travel through time and save him.
Sonic could run so fast into the encyclopedia, he could detonate the Milky Way galaxy.
Well, that, yes. But he could also block the bullet because he's fast.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
See, you do here. You fake it. You take an After Effects class, and you do what every other YouTuber does. You just fake all the magic.
Yeah.
Clearly, they
but-
did not watch the game trailers show Combat Facts, where this was tested.
Ugh.
Were you holding the book?
I was not. It was a very, very safe shoot.
That's the thing. So I'm guessing. I mean,
theoretically tested it too.
he's not alive to talk about it, but
Nope.
I was gonna say it's like measure twice, cut once.
Right.
Just because you shot one book, it's like it's great. Like don't fire guns at each other.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe
you
don't
should
shoot at
have been
people.
wearing a bulletproof vest, et cetera, et cetera.
I
I
mean,
mean,
should-
he probably shouldn't have been
shouldn't be
doing this
at
stunt
all.
for YouTube.
Excellent point.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
But
So-
it's like if you're so compelled
Yeah.
as a free citizen of this world, sure, you can do whatever you want.
But make sure you don't kill yourself.
Man.
Yep. So there are quotes
was-
from other
that was a
videos
downer.
of them excitedly talking to each other about how awesome it's going to be YouTube famous.
How old were they?
About how they throw parties. The girlfriend is 19, and the dude is 22. Was 22.
Does
Oh,
it say
man.
what she got charged with?
It doesn't say if
Involuntary
it's
manslaughter,
Yeah, I'm
probably.
gonna
Yeah.
guess manslaughter, but
They probably have it on film of,
I don't
of
think
him
sh-
telling her,
yeah.
shoot me.
yeah, I don't think that she's been formally charged yet.
So many lives ruined.
I know. Ridiculous and absurd.
Don't they have a kid?
They do.
Oh.
What?
They do.
She
That's
gave birth at 15.
incredibly irresponsible to do with a child. Regardless, I think that they are netting harder than Game Girl.
All right. We got one vote for the hard tubers.
They got to win
For-
something.
This is like dystopian level, like cyberpunk, like
It is Black Mirror.
yeah.
Like,
Yep.
It feels like it should be sci-fi. That they're doing this so that they could be famous.
and now they are.
Yeah. I mean, look, people have been doing this since the
Little
circus was
monkey's paw
invented.
business going on.
What's that?
Little monkey's paw reward for you there.
What do you mean?
Now they became famous by trying to be famous, but now
Yeah.
he's dead.
But now he's dead.
Right. Yeah. I'm sure the Crypt Keeper's laughing or something off in a corner. Ironic punishment. God, it's sad.
It's
So where's
terrible.
your vote, Adam?
No, I mean, I'll give it to them.
Okay.
I hope the kid's okay.
I hope so too.
I hope the
They'll
19-year-old.
never do that again.
That is the most tragic
yeah, they
thing I can
can't.
possibly think of. Elise?
I almost don't want to give it to them because I don't want us to have another downer next episode because they'll have to come back.
There is no rhyme or reason to when or how I pick these things. Oh, I see what you mean. But yes,
yeah,
somebody will
they'll
have
be
to.
back
Well,
next
we don't
week.
have to describe it.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
said gun book.
they raised the stakes.
Oh man. The stakes are too high now.
Stakes were too high.
Yeah.
It can't possibly get. So the thing is, hard netting can also be uplifting. So I'll just have to find something equally uplifting.
You'll need to. I guess in this category, does like Daddy05 or whatever, God rest his channel, count where a man is like physically abusing his children so that he can
I
be
see.
famous on the internet?
He was netting pretty hard.
That's pretty hard netting.
Yeah.
True.
So much so that the police got involved.
Hopefully you pick that Photoshop of that guy turning himself into Sonic or a horse or so whatever it is.
Oh, there's been a lot of those.
I like that one better.
That'd be nice.
Okay, yeah, that's good. The whole
feel like-
transmorphing account.
Like hard netting wall of fame needs to start developing.
Just like add a little,
here.
add some icon for each.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good idea.
'Cause-
I think Game Girl Power is definitely in the Hall of Fame. So is Big Knee Lover. James, just for the sake of completeness, where's your vote fall?
For the record, I'm voting for Game Girl Power because to me, hard netting is about celebration and not the dark side of the internet.
That's a good point.
And I feel like this encourages bad stuff.
Can I
the
just throw my
celebration
vote
of
away?
something, the awarding of something like this feels like it encourages bad judgment amongst those that would seek to
Kissing your grandma?
receive it. And so
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Is there a
your
third
grandma-
party? I
I'm
could
not
vote
crazy
for?
about Game Girl Power sticking around, but I still think it's a more positive side of the internet than this.
The internet is like
I would agree.
humanity. There is a light and there is a dark.
That's correct. And each of those sides can be hard. You can be hard on both ends. That's the Dude Soup tip of the week. Be hard on both ends, everybody. I forgot. Dude Soup Challenge. That was something that happened twice and then stopped happening.
What?
Was
What?
it?
Yeah, nobody remembers. It's fine.
I don't know what that was.
Your Dude Soup Challenge this week is to be hard on both ends.
Ugh.
Remember I said that.
You're like a terrible Mr. Rogers.
Don't listen to him, kids.
At least I like
it's
Mr.
the only
Rogers.
Mr. Rogers that begins with a warning.
Don't listen to Lawrence.
We don't know why he's on the air.
Click this button to verify
Don't
you're
listen
over
to
18.
Mr. Sontag.
Speaking of, RTX is coming up. Man, I'm excited.
I'm really excited too.
There's still time. Make sure to drink plenty of water. Be kind to yourself. Don't binge drink. Don't
bring
be
fidget
like,
spinners.
Is it gonna be hot?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
we
gonna
look
be
at the
really
weather.
hot.
It's gonna be hot in LA that weekend.
Fidget spinners.
so-
Bring the fidget
It's gonna
spinners. Lawrence and I are doing a signing. So
Oh, yeah.
Lawrence and I will never judge you if you bring your fidget spinners.
absolutely not. And you know what? We're going to be fidging the whole time.
Who am I signing? with?
Nonstop fidge.
Me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like
So you just signed with
99,900
everyone.
on
I think it's
Saturday,
signed- not with
Sunday.
James and
Yeah,
Elise.
we don't get signed
I
together.
never said anything with James
Yeah.
and Elise.
Sometimes I'll see Bruce across the convention center. And I'll wave.
Yeah.
And he'll spin his fidget. Hey!
So
I'll just go. I'll just
no one ever asks if they want you to sign together. They just assume, right?
go. We have a pretty solid crossover of our audience.
Yeah.
You know, people come to me because they're fans of 11 Little Roosters, and people come to Elise because they're fans of Spooky Tony Tofu. So they have, all. It's basically.
That makes
it's pretty
sense.
much a good crossover.
That makes
there.
sense.
If you're watching live, stay tuned because we have the post show coming up. Some pretty good comments this week. A lot of good fan art. Looking forward to that. But if you're watching on YouTube or listening in your car or however, I just want to thank you for listening to this podcast. Suggestions always welcome. Something you liked, didn't like, love to hear it. And if you did like everything or just liked it enough, or maybe you have a friend you don't care about all that much, please recommend them our content because that's how this stuff grows and it's how we get to keep doing cool stuff. I gotta put together a hard net and wall of fame. I got no budget. How am I gonna do that?
No budget.
I got no budget.
Right.
Hey, Bernie. I got no budget.
Come on, Bert.
Bernie's like, I don't handle that.
Yeah. I don't care.
But yes, thank you. Thank you for your time, for your attention, and for your lovely feedback, constructive or otherwise. And yeah, stay tuned for the post show. And if not, we'll see you next week. So thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh.
So Virtual Console was on Wii and Wii U. It's not on Switch, and it probably won't be on Switch.
Really?
Probably.
If it will ever be in the Nintendo eShop.
Because they have their online
It's what I'm
service.
saying.
Yes. Will I ever be able to download these games?
Star
On
Fox
Switch?
2 I'm curious whether Star Fox 2 specifically, because to me right now, like, if you're a big console collector,